Welcome to the 4th episode of Protect the World, Africa. Every month this year, I'm visiting a different not-for-profit organisation from across the African continent. My goal is to share their stories with you in the form of 12 short documentaries. This month, I've travelled to Malawi's largest refugee camp, Dzaleka, to feature an incredible, locally led organisation who are striving to change the narrative on what it means to be a refugee. A big thank you to everyone who supports this project, and I hope you find the team at Tumaini Letu as inspiring as I do. Cheers.
We are tired of pleasing your fake sounds. We are tired of singing the daily songs of forgiveness. We are tired of being slaves in our entire life, for we know we are not the only ones who make mistakes. See, this world has no mercy, this world has no pity, this world covers my head with plastic. See, this world wants me to suffocate. We are tired of pleasing your fake sounds. We are tired of singing the daily songs of forgiveness. We are tired of being slaves in our entire life, for we know we are not the only ones who make mistakes.
The name Dzaleka is a Chichewa word which means I'll never try again. The space where the refugee camp is used to be a maximum prison. And then when there was this big number of refugees that came in 1994 after the genocide in Rwanda, Burundi, and the war in the DRC, it was so many people that they couldn't keep them in town. Then they tried to find a place, a temporary place, and that prison place was the place that was available for them, so they were put there as a temporary solution. But yeah, it ended up to be now 31 years. My experience in Dzaleka, my first few months were tough. I would say I went through very serious depression, and after that I started thinking of what to do, because it was very dark, but in the end the light has to come, and that's when I created Tumaini Letu. Tumaini Letu was created to promote the social, cultural and economic inclusion of refugees in Malawi. And we do that through different programs like entrepreneurship and innovation, creative skills for development for young people, youth engagement, and also we do that through community-based tourism through a program that we call the homestay program.
The homestay program is an amazing program which aims to share the living style of refugees with people coming from outside. Because some people have this twisted idea of refugees, how they live, how they eat, where they sleep, stuff like that. So the homestay program is basically created to make sure that people experience refugee lives without being a refugee.
We also have the Tumaini Festival, which support the economy in the camp and also giving a voice to refugees, to give them a space for them to express their thoughts, their feelings, and to activate for themselves through art and culture.
Growing up in a refugee camp is actually not easy. It's not easy because each and every time you wake up, you are like, I'm stateless. Even if I can try to do something important in this life, I think by the end of the day it will be ignored because I'm stateless. I never thought of it that one day I would perform at the stage of Tumaini Festival, but ever since I was young, I used to like music. The first time I went to the auditions, I was declined. They told me that I should try again next year. So when I came the other year, I had to put all my effort and I did very well in auditions, and I was given a small stage. After that, I was actually one of the headliners at Tumaini Festival. So I've been headliners for almost 3 years now.
We have different performances. We have music, we have dances, we have fashion shows, which is mainly showcased by Black.
Tumaini Letu, to me, is an organization that helped me a lot. Tumaini Festival, I do 2 jobs, selling my things there and also doing fashion show. And here in Dzaleka Refugee Camp, we have a mission to help others so that with fashion designing, they can be able to support themselves in this life in Dzaleka Refugee Camp.
I know everyone have their own description about Tumaini Festival, but according to me, I can say Tumaini, it's like kind of hope, because in the camp we don't have any other events. Tumaini like bring people from different cultures together and also release people's stress. In the camp, people having a lot of stress, and then they get relief, like they have fun, they see some artists performing comedies, acts. Yeah, they love it.
As human beings, we're all created to contribute to something, not to be kept in a prison. So I think keeping us in a refugee camp is denying us our humanity and also our right to contribute. So I hope that humanity gets better at being human. We are the most unique refugee-led organization in the world. All our programs are not found in other refugee camps. We just tried, we took risks, and we tried, and it has worked. What makes my work make sense is when I go to the Tumaini Festival, I see thousands of people being happy, families celebrating together, dancing, singing, or crying, laughing, smiling. For me, that is the reason why I keep on doing this.
Thanks for tuning in to this 4th episode of Protect the World, Africa. As always, half the money that came into the Patreon this month was donated directly to Tumaini Letu, plus a bit extra from my own savings. If you'd like to help me give more money to more amazing NGOs in the future, please consider signing up to the Patreon for as little as $5 a month. You can also help out by subscribing to my newsletter, following my work on social media, and sharing this video with your friends and family. You'll find all the relevant links, including to the Patreon, in the description or in my bio, depending on where you're watching this. Another huge thank you to everyone who supports this project, financially or otherwise. And I'll see you next month for another episode of Protect the World.